Revati, I know you have recently launched an industrial digital technology competency self assessment tool. Can you please explain how that's going to help the manufacturing or industrial community?
Yes, Ram. So initially we launched a skill assessment tool, and to briefly get into the skill assessment tool, first I'll brief you about what is our main objective to start this tool, or what is the main initiative spark point. So it is like we went through a lot of researches around the net and in world researches, and we found that there is a 35 percentage of skill disruption. So here the skill disruption means the skill disruption happening only inside the organization of the working forces. So we found that the people who's working in the manufacturing industries are sticking to the industry for 10 to 20 years, but their skill level is same throughout the 20 years. So they are struggling to adapt to the current and the future technology. So for that, we wanted to check their skill level. We wanted to know what are their current skill level. Are they able to adapt to the future technology? So as we all know, the today's manufacturing sectors are completely transforming into digital. We wanted to make the people inside the organization to be capable to take up the technology for their career growth.
Yeah.
So for that, we launched our service called The Factory Science. The main aim of The Factory Science is to educate the industrial digitization to the manufacturing people. So
Mm-hmm.
our first initiative was to know what is the skill level of the people. So once we know the skill level of the people working in the organization, and then we can go on to upskilling them. So this is the first initiative which we started with the skill assessment tool. So that was the first part point to start it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Can you walk through that self assessment tool and show how it works?
Yes, Ram. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this is the web page of our skill assessment tool, and this comes under the factory science, as I said, and the web link is thefactoryscience.com/digital competency check. And
Mm-hmm.
here
Okay.
is, yes, if you click on take the test now, it will direct you to the form.
Sure.
And this is the form, and this form initially asks you for the basic informations required. So it is like your email ID, your name, and your designation. So the designation is the one mandatory fill in the form. It's like so as I said, there are different skill levels. So that is different job roles in the manufacturing sector, right from the operators, supervisors, the process engineers, the maintenance engineers.
Yeah.
So yeah, so their skill level varies. So based on the designation, we map the skill levels. So this mapping is based on our MaxBite experiences, which we had with the 300 plus learners, so under factory science.
Yeah, I
So
can
here,
able to see the skill levels from shop floor to top floor, and also you have covered even the students and the professors. That looks good.
yes, Ram, yeah. So that's why the designation is very important here. So then your organization name, and then comes the questions. There are about 12 to 13 questions here. So you have to fill in all the questions and you have to hit and submit. So when you hit and submit, you will get a report generated out of it, and this report will be in your inbox in 2 minutes. And this will be the email which you will get when you submit the report, and this is the report. So as I said, you will get the skills which you have mapped in the form. So as I said, there are about 12 to 13 questions. The 12 to 13 questions is categorized into 6 categories, and these
Mm-hmm.
6 categories is solely depends upon the industrial digitization concept. So these 6 are very important concepts to be in a digital. And next you'll have the competency levels which you filled in, and parallel to that you'll find the required competencies. So
Uh-huh.
as I said, the designation is mapped to the required competencies. So the person in the operator level will have a different amount of skill set with respect to the, so you say maintenance engineer. So there are different levels of skills, and these required competencies of the different skill levels is mapped with respect to the MaxBite experiences which we had with the different learners across the globe. And these required competencies and your skill competency is mapped together, and you'll get your result. So this result is your competency level of digital capability. And this capability, we have 4 different capabilities, right from digitally aware, digitally fluent, digital expert, and digital champion. These 4 are the different levels of digital capabilities. And with respect to, as I said, your competency and required competency, you will get mapped and you will get your current skill level. Here, you'll even find the link to the Factory Science website. There are several learning programs in the website. You can take the programs. It is all self-paced learning. So you'll have the course recommendations also there. So
Yeah,
this
I
is a
think
sample.
yeah, I think you have making the manufacturing companies HR life easier for bringing the learning and development for digital. This report looks really good, and so how this report is going to help the individual in their career or to their organizational digital transformation.
When an individual comes to know about his or her skill level, they'll obviously tend to they wanted to upskill themselves. So once they know their skill level, they'll get to know, okay, no, this is our skill level, we need to go to the next level. So for that, we give them few course recommendations. We even have courses from basics of knowing the IoT till the last advanced course, where the people in an organization, right from the shop floor to the top floor, they can take up the courses. So we give them course recommendations, we give them case studies, all those things. They can get upskilled, by themselves. And by using these courses, they can bring in digitization initiatives inside the organization. They can bring in more values to the organization. So it will make them grow career wise, and as well as they can grow along with the organization. They can bring in business benefits to the organization. So it will be a greater transformation for the individual and as well as the organization.
Yeah, that's great. That's really great, Revati. So this tool looks simple, faster, and actionable for the individual career growth as well as it will help the organizational digital transformation. Thank you,
Yes.
Revati, for sharing this today.
Yes, Ram. Thank you so much for the session.
This is the Industry X.0 Indicator Podcast. The big ideas of Industry 4.0 and beyond.